Okay, Ben. Your semifinals and quarterfinals seem to be up to the challenge today with both teams featuring a lefty across the net. Explain the disadvantages and the advantages when you face top lefties such as Tyler Loon and Pablo Tejas.
I really don't see many disadvantages in it, honestly. The only one you might be able to pinpoint is having a backhand on both sides, like a backhand versus a forehand, like when Tyler's going cross court with Colin. That can be an issue just because you're slicing into a roll, so that would be like one disadvantage, but there's a ton of advantages. The middle closes really quickly. Ernie's on both sides are deadly, and the shake and bake for sure is a big one as well. So yeah, I feel like we're going to see more and more lefty-righty teams.
Colin, so Brandon French entered that 5-0 men's tournament today playing lefty. Has Ben ever tried to convince you to do the same?
Oh, if they'll let us do it, we'll definitely do it. We want to play a tournament, PPA 5-0, but we both have to play left-handed. So if we can make that happen, we'll definitely
But what
do
about
it.
just being a lefty permanently as my real partner?
I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon.
No, it's not going to happen. I've never asked.
Finally, Ben, you closed game one with an ATP. In general, can you explain to the fans how you determine whether or not to hit an ATP?
When it feels right. Yeah, so I mean, obviously it has to be wide, that's the number one thing. But more importantly, it has to be closer to the net, because the closer it is to the net, the more angle, like just geometrically, it only needs to be very slightly outside the net post. If it's very close to the net, kind of like the last one we saw, actually, it was a net trickler, so it was really close to the net, and it didn't need to go super wide for me to actually get it around the post. So I actually pay attention more to how close it is to the net and kind of the angle of the ball they hit it. And that kind of tells me if I can probably hit an ATP as well as just being in position.
And Colin, any experience with party buses, and do you encourage more of them at future?
Well, it was a lot of fun to have very energetic people, to say the least, in the stands. My own personal experience with party buses pretty much starts and ends with Ryan Cherry. So I think I've done that once or twice with Ryan. It's usually a once a year sort of deal. So if that, but if Ryan shows up at more tournaments, I'm sure that he'll convince us to go on a party bus again.
Okay, that's it for me. Thanks, guys. Congrats.
Thank you.